The air crackled with anticipation. Inside the grand halls of Manhattan's federal courtroom, a trial of immense weight was underway. At the heart of it stood Cassie Ventura, a figure of quiet strength ready to face her past. Before her loomed the imposing presence of Sean "Diddy" Combs, a titan of the music industry. Cassie, however, was no longer willing to be silenced. She was ready to break the chains of a decade-long ordeal. Her voice, once muted by fear, would become a beacon of truth. Journalists crammed into the benches, their pens poised to record every word. Lawyers huddled, their faces etched with the gravity of the situation. At the center of it all sat Cassie, a picture of composed resolve. The weight of the moment was undeniable, yet she held her head high, her gaze steady. This was Cassie's moment to reclaim her story and inspire others to do the same. In May 2025, the federal courtroom in Manhattan became the stage for a high-profile trial that sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Sean "Diddy" Combs, a titan in the music industry, stood accused of serious crimes, including sex trafficking and racketeering. Central to the prosecution's case was Cassie Ventura, a singer, model, and Combs' former longtime partner. Cassie's testimony has not only captivated public attention, but has also sparked broader conversations about abuse, power dynamics, and accountability in the entertainment industry. Cassie took the stand and delivered a powerful and emotional testimony, detailing a decade-long relationship marred by alleged abuse and coercion. She recounted being forced into orchestrating and participating in drug-fueled sexual encounters, ominously referred to as freak-offs, often under threats of violence or blackmail. These encounters were not only traumatic, but also took a devastating toll on her physical and mental health. The physical toll on Cassie was significant, as she described enduring various health challenges. "It happened too often to count," she told the court, highlighting the frequency and severity of the abuse. One particularly disturbing incident involved Combs allegedly throwing her off a yacht during the Cannes Film Festival and confiscating her passport to prevent her from leaving. Despite the assault, Cassie appeared on the red carpet that evening, maintaining the facade of glamour and perfection. The abuse inflicted upon Cassie was not limited to physical violence. She bore the weight of psychological manipulation and emotional torment. Diddy's constant gaslighting and belittling eroded her self-worth, leaving her feeling broken and insignificant. The physical consequences of the abuse were apparent. Cassie suffered chronic urinary tract infections, a direct result of the forced and degrading sexual acts she was subjected to. Her mouth bore the marks of physical violence. The constant stress and anxiety led to a dependence on opiates, a desperate attempt to numb the pain that consumed her. Behind the glittering facade of red carpets and award shows, Cassie was crumbling under the weight of her secret. The woman who graced magazine covers with her radiant smile was in reality a prisoner in a gilded cage. In 2018, after attempting to end the relationship, Cassie alleged that Combs raped her during a supposed closure conversation. This incident marked a turning point. The trauma culminated in a mental health crisis in February 2023, leading her to voluntarily enter a rehabilitation facility. There, she began documenting her experiences, which later formed the basis of a memoir she hoped would hold Combs accountable. Initially, Cassie sought $30 million for the rights to her story, a figure she admitted was arbitrary, intended to capture Combs' attention. This led to a civil lawsuit filed in November 2023, which was settled for $20 million. Despite the settlement, Cassie chose to testify in the criminal trial, stating, "I cannot carry this anymore. The shame, the guilt. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong." Her decision to testify, despite the personal and public scrutiny it entailed, has been lauded by advocates for survivors of abuse. Cassie expressed her hope that her story would inspire others to come forward and challenge the systems that enable such behavior to persist. Cassie's brave stand against Diddy sparked a movement. Her decision to go public with her story had a ripple effect, emboldening other survivors to come forward. Over 100 individuals, both men and women, stepped out of the shadows, sharing their own harrowing accounts of abuse allegedly perpetrated by Diddy. These allegations, spanning decades, painted a disturbing picture of a pattern of predatory behavior. The accusations ranged from sexual assault and harassment to coercion and intimidation. It became clear that Cassie's story was not an isolated incident, but rather part of a larger systemic issue within the music industry. The sheer volume of accusations against Diddy forced the industry to confront its complicity in perpetuating a culture of silence and abuse. For too long, powerful men had operated with impunity, using their influence and wealth to silence their victims. Cassie's bravery in speaking out shattered that silence, creating a space for others to raise their voices without fear. Diddy's defense team, as is often the case in high-profile abuse cases, employed a strategy aimed at discrediting Cassie and undermining her credibility. They argued that the relationship was consensual, that Cassie was a willing participant in all aspects of their relationship. They pointed to text messages between Cassie and Diddy, attempting to paint a picture of a loving and affectionate couple. They claimed that the freak-offs Cassie described were consensual acts, part of a dynamic agreed upon by both parties. They used her past expressions of love and affection as weapons, twisting them to fit their narrative of a scorned lover seeking revenge. During the ongoing trial, Cassie continues to stand firm in her truth. Amidst the legal battles, Cassie has found solace in her personal life. She married personal trainer Alex Fine in 2019, and the couple has 2 daughters, with a 3rd child on the way. Cassie continues her career in music and modeling, working with brands like Skims, and remains focused on her growing family. Her resilience and determination to rebuild her life have inspired many. Cassie's journey from a victim of abuse to a survivor and advocate underscores the importance of seeking help and finding support. She has expressed her gratitude for the people who stood by her and helped her reclaim her sense of self-worth and independence. Her success stood as a testament to her talent and determination, proving that she could rise above adversity and achieve her dreams. Cassie Ventura's story is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Her journey is one of immense courage, resilience, and unwavering strength. But her story is not unique. It is a stark reminder that abuse can happen to anyone, regardless of their social standing, wealth, or fame. The trial of Sean Diddy Combs, though significant, is just one battle in a larger fight for justice and equality. We must create a culture where survivors feel safe to come forward, where their voices are heard and believed. Let us honor Cassie Ventura's bravery by creating a world where her story is no longer the exception, but the catalyst for lasting change. Please like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for more stories. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.